Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Teen Titans, The Future is Now. Right now. Anyways, The Future is Now has 3 stories in it, the first of which deals with the Legion of Superheroes. Now see, the Legion of Superheroes are in a shitload of trouble and getting their ass rammed by the Fatal Five. Now see, the Fatal Five are the evildoers of the future, and they have the ability to open up multiple dimensions and pull out different versions of themselves from these dimensions, calling themselves the Fatal 500. So the Legion of Superheroes decide to call upon the help of Superboy, who they drag into the future, and he spends a couple months there, and then he gets spewed back out into the past exactly when he left. Superboy believes that the Titans are able to help the Legion of Superheroes if they're able to go to the future. Why not call upon the powers of the Justice League, Justice Society, the Outsiders also? I don't know. He just calls upon the power of the Titans. Anyway, so the Titans go to the future to help out the Legion of Superheroes. This only solidifies my theory that the Legion of Superheroes are the crappiest superheroes ever. See that they constantly need help from the past to help out with the future. If you were such an advanced, technologically superior superhero team, you should be able to handle your villains yourselves, not call upon the powers of the past. If I had a trouble with everyone in my timeline, I wouldn't go back in the past and ask help from Jesus or Napoleon Bonaparte or Caesar. I mean, geez, I'd just do it myself. Anyways, so the Titans help out and they deal with the Fatal 500. There's no secret here they're able to defeat the bad guys. I'm not spoiling anything for you. They're going to have to be able to defeat the bad guys in order to continue the story. So Legion sends the Titans back in time. However, they didn't go back all the way to their timeline. Instead, they go about a few years in the future. Actually, a couple of decades. And this isn't exactly the future that they thought would happen. See, the Titans get turned into the Titans of Tomorrow, and for lack of a better term. And, well, they find out their future selves are complete, utter dicks. See, because of a crisis, and we can assume it is the Infinite Crisis, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, and all the other major superheroes are dead. And all the secondary superheroes, the likes of Nightwing and Donna Troy, have all buggered off for some odd reason. I don't know why, but they just left. So the Titans become the ruling authority in the superhero community, and they become corrupt, complete dickheads that are willing to use lethal force if necessary. And trust me, in their eyes, it is incredibly necessary, seeing that the beginning of the story has Tim Drake as Batman shoot Julia Dent in the head. Yeah. Anyways, the Titans don't like how the future has turned out, and they are joined up with the Titans East, who are actually the good versions of the Titans in the future, consisting of Cyborg, Captain Marvel, Bumblebee, Terra, and Ravage, taking on the evil Titans, which consist of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Beast Boy, and Raven, and Aquagirl, who randomly shows up. Eventually they get spewed back into the past to their own timeline, only to meet up with Dr. Light. Oh, Dr. Light, you piece of shit. Everyone knows that you're nothing but a pushover. However, Dr. Light knows this also. Dr. Light finds out that he was actually a formidable enemy of the Justice League at one point. But something happened and he turned into a complete, utter pussy. So Dr. Light decides to exact revenge on the people that caused it. Now, you may not know this, but Dr. Light was a pretty badass supervillain, and then Zatanna mind-wiped him. This stems from the Identity Crisis storyline. So Dr. Light comes back and he abducts Green Arrow. At the same time, the Titans actually introduce Speedy, Green Arrow's sidekick, into their ranks. So Green Arrow has been abducted by Dr. Light, and Dr. Light calls out a challenge to all the Teen Titans out there so that he can exact their revenge on the Titans, who really haven't done anything to Dr. Light to cause him to turn into a pussy. They just fight him. Really, he should be calling out the Justice League, but whatever. He calls out the Titans, and however, instead of just calling out the normal Titans, he calls out every single Titan there's ever been, from Tim Drake to Dick Grayson. From Wonder Girl to Donna Troy. From Kid Flash to the Flash. Every single Titan shows up. And I'm going to just leave it there. You can kind of guess what happens. Dr. Light versus a legion of Titans. Somebody's going to get their ass raped, and it's not going to be the Titans. Anyways, with that said, onto the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. Well, it's nice that they crammed in 3 stories into this graphic novel, and 2 of which are actually good. I enjoyed the Dr. Light story. Despite the fact that I think he's still a complete joke, it's actually kind of interesting to see him actually taken seriously. I also like the Future Is Now story. You get a grim future, or a possible future, of what happens to the Titans. And you get some complex storylines with Tim Drake as Batman, and Connor as Superboy, or Superman. In addition to that, the introduction of Speedy to the Titans ranks is a much-needed addition. Speedy is actually kind of a cool character. I like her. She has a complex, interesting origin story, and you need a Speedy. You need one of Green Arrow sidekicks in there. Downside. Well, the problem is that you're cramming in 3 stories into one graphic novel, so one of the stories is definitely going to get hurt, and that would be the first story that deals with the Legion of Superheroes. Now, like I said, I don't really care about the Legion of Superheroes. Unlike a lot of people that have a lot of love for them, I really don't care for them. I don't hate them, I just don't care for them. Again, you're not really that good of a superhero team if you have to constantly call upon the help of the past. Anyways, in addition to that, in the Titans of Tomorrow storyline, a lot of it wasn't wrapped up. A lot of it was left hanging. Now, we see this to be evident because there's actually another Titan story, Titans of Tomorrow, which kind of expands on the story that is brought in here. So we're kind of left on a cliffhanger. In addition to that, I feel as though a lot of the Titans from the future weren't really developed. You had some development in Tim Drake and in Connor Kent, but in the future Flash, he's probably the only other person that gets a little bit of development. All the rest of them kind of just show up. Now, this isn't a huge complaint of mine, but it's still a complaint nonetheless. Probably in the Titans of Tomorrow storyline, they expand on the characters and hopefully make them more interesting than just being evil. Other than that, the story Titans of Tomorrow, a lot of people consider this some of the best stories that Chuck Dine has done for the Titans. Now, I don't consider this the best Titan story, nor do I consider this the worst. It's definitely fun to read. However, it's kind of been done before. Evil versions of the superheroes, or going to the future to meet themselves, or something along that line. I don't hate the story, but I don't absolutely love it like some people. I think it's just to be as good of a story. Actually, my favorite story in this deals with Dr. Light, not actually the story where they go into the future. However, despite this, I do recommend picking it up, because it is important to the Titans story overall arc, seeing that it does come up again, and that it is a major, major point in the next Titan story, about what happens when the crisis really rolls around. So with that said, Titans of Tomorrow, not a good, absolutely great story, not a bad story, just a good story. So, I do recommend picking it up because it is necessary for your Teen Titan collection. With that said, I'm going to end this review here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.